All right. If you can hear the fire and you can smell the smoke, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. This is Smokin With Gary, where we don't rush meat, lie to ourselves, or trust anyone who says brisket is easy. I'm Gary, and today we're talking about something that causes more confusion, arguments, and bad internet advice than anything out there in barbecue. I'm talking about seasoning.
Smokin with Gary, the Pitmaster King, teaching you the magic, the barbecue swing. Recipes, wisdom, and a smoky good time. Light it up, it's Gary's shine.
Why folks overthink seasoning. Here's what usually happens. Someone cooks their first brisket and it comes out dry or bland, and instead of looking at fire control, time, or patience, they blame the rub. So they buy another one, then another, then a competition blend with 15 ingredients and secret story on the label. And guess what? The barbecue still ain't right. Because seasoning can't fix bad technique. Barbecue don't need to be complicated. Let's make things real simple. Good barbecue don't need a paragraph of ingredients. It needs confidence. Salt, pepper, that's the foundation. If you can't make meat taste good with just salt and pepper, you don't need more spices, you need more practice. Seasoning is support. Fire and technique are the main act. Salt is non-negotiable. Let's talk about salt for a minute. Salt does more than just add flavor. It pulls moisture. It helps build bark. It makes meat taste like meat. If your barbecue tastes flat, it's probably undersalted. Most beginners don't overseason. They underseason out of fear. They sprinkle it like they're apologizing. Don't. Season like you mean it. Pepper brings the balance. Pepper's job ain't heat, it's balance. Coarse black pepper gives it texture, it stands up to smoke, it plays nice with beef. If you grind it too fine, it disappears. Barbecue seasoning should be felt, not hidden. How much is enough? Here's the question everybody asks. How much seasoning do I use? Here's the honest answer. More than you think. Raw meat needs more seasoning than cooked meat does. A good rule is, if it looks like too much right before the cook, it's probably just right. If you can still see bare spots, you didn't commit. Go back and fix it. Binders ain't magic. Now let's talk about binders. Mustard, oil, hot sauce. You can use them or not. They don't matter as much as people pretend. Their job is to help seasoning stick to the meat. They don't add any flavor once cooked. So if you use one, fine. If you don't, also fine. Just don't think a binder's going to save bad seasoning. Store-bought rubs versus making your own. Store-bought rubs ain't evil. Some are good. Some are salty, sugar bombs. Here's the danger. When you rely on a rub, you stop learning. You don't know what's doing what. You just hope for the best. Start simple. Learn what salt does. Learn what pepper does. Once you understand that, you can add things on purpose. Sugar has a time and place. Sugar's tricky. It burns. It darkens fast. It can turn bitter if you're not careful. On low, slow cooks, a little sugar's fine. On hot cooks, be careful. If your bark is black and bitter, sugar probably had something to do with it. Season early or late. Season early. Give the salt time to work. Let it draw moisture and pull flavor in. Seasoning right before the pit works, but seasoning ahead works better. Just don't let meat sit uncovered too long unless you know what you're doing. Confidence is the real ingredient. Here's the truth most folks don't hear. The best pitmasters season without fear. They don't second guess every shake. They don't stare at it wondering if it's enough. They commit. Confidence shows up in the food. Nervous cooks make nervous barbecue. Common seasoning mistakes. Let's run through a few. Under-seasoning. Overcomplicating. Relying on rubs to fix problems. Seasoning unevenly. Being scared. Every one of those things can be fixed by slowing down and trusting the process and yourself. Why simple wins? Simple seasoning lets smoke shine. It lets the meat speak. When the barbecue's right, you taste the beef first, the smoke second, and the seasoning third. That's the balance of it. So in closing, before next time, cook something with just salt and pepper. No tricks, no crutches. Pay attention to how it tastes. Because once you trust your seasoning, everything else gets easier. Fire don't lie, smoke always tells the truth, and good barbecue, like life, rewards folks who slow down and pay attention. I'm Gary. We'll do it again next time.